What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. We are in Key West on our honeymoon with my new wife. You guys know I had to keep the content coming, so today we got a high taper, a Trae Young type haircut, so let's get right to it. Babe, wrong side, right here.
Dang it.
Do it, right now. All right, let's jump right into this haircut. This is gonna be a high taper, a Trae Young type haircut. We're not gonna take anything off the top. Just gonna do a high taper here, low taper in the back with some color enhancement and a sharp lineup. So we'll come in with our slim lines. We're gonna go ahead and bald that out. Then we'll come in with our shaver underneath and we're gonna get it all the way down to skin before we start our steps. All right, now that that's ready, we'll come in with the clipper all the way open. This is a wall cordless senior. We're gonna make about a 1/2 inch guideline because we don't have a whole lot of room to work, and then we'll start to work that section out. All right, our first part, since we punched the line in with the slim line, we're gonna scoop it out. Then we'll come in with the clipper closed and go up a little bit higher. And the last line that's left, we'll take out with the clipper halfway open. Now we'll come in with the one guard all the way open. We're gonna go up another 1/2 inch. So you guys can see I'm really using the corner of the blade. This is kind of a curved shape, and we wanna be careful not to take this too high. So we wanna maintain the shape. We wanna leave all the curls, so we don't wanna take the taper too high. So we'll go with it open. Now we're gonna close it up, and we'll start to go after the line between the open section and the open one guard. Now that that's pretty cleaned up, we'll come in with the half guard, and that should take out anything left between those two sections. Now just to be safe, I'm gonna come in with a 2 guard all the way closed. Even though it looks like the 1.5 would probably blend these together, I hadn't done the 2 yet, so I wanted to use a 2 first above that open 1 and make sure that everything's cut down to a 2. Now we'll come in with the 1.5 and connect the 2 together. All right, so I switched clippers here, and guys, that's a technique I like to use sometimes. Different clippers just give you different feels sometimes. So this is the Andis blade on my wall senior, and this is the one guard. It was all the way open, now it's closed. And sometimes if you notice as you work on certain haircuts that you're leaving lines that you can't get out, sometimes it's nice to switch clippers, get a little bit of a different feel. Some clippers are a little bit shorter or a little bit longer, and sometimes that'll take out those lines that you're having trouble with. So you guys can see this is coming together. There's a little bit of a spot up there. I believe I'll come back with my one guard and touch it up. Right beside his vertical bar right there, you can see it's still a little bit dark. So we will touch that up and make sure it's nice and smooth before we move on to the other side. I'm gonna go in with the Gamma Absolute Hitters. Go ahead and give him an edge up. He's gonna have a slight C cup, and then we'll edge up his vertical bar, and then we will save the front hairline for later. All right, now we're gonna go up and work on our edge up around the ear. You guys wanna brush the hair past the line up so that no matter what afterwards, none of the hair will hang over. We're gonna use the long part of the trimmer to create a long line going down the neck. And when we get to the top of the ear, we will use our middle finger and pivot the trimmer around the ear to get a nice smooth circle. So you guys just wanna work little by little, let the trimmer do the work, and just keep working on it until you get a nice and smooth, nice smooth circle around the ear. All right, we're gonna go in on this side, do the same steps so you guys follow along. I'm gonna time lapse it pretty nice and fast for you, see if you guys can keep up. Real quick, I want to touch on, if you guys aren't aware, I've been asked to teach on the Tomb45 Online Academy. I know a lot of you have signed up. It's been going great. It is going to be 5 educators on there, guys. For those of you who don't know, Bazio, S-Craft Blends, Get Beamed, Dre Cut It Out, and myself, we're doing live, in-depth tutorials. So instead of being such a fast tutorial like this, it will be live and about an hour long. So you guys can ask questions live. I can pause the video, I can draw on the screen, and like I said, these are more like a 40-minute to an hour tutorial as opposed to 10 or 15 minutes. So a lot more in depth. If you guys are enjoying it, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the Academy. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I will leave a link in the description for you guys to go check it out. You guys can see this side is coming together nice. That's one thing I find interesting about cutting hair. When you do one side at a time, usually the second time comes together much easier. You know how the hair is gonna act, you've been through it one time, and so you guys can see this side came together. Obviously we sped it up, but it definitely came together much easier, and I feel like it's a little bit cleaner. So I probably will go back and clean up the other side just a little bit to make sure they match and they both look consistent. But you can see that second side of the head sometimes is much easier than the first. All right, we're gonna go in and do the neck taper. You guys can see where it starts to get light. We're gonna try to keep our taper in that area and not get up into the curls, up into the dark. So you guys are gonna really see me try to keep this tight. We went in with our slim lines at the bottom. Now I'm coming in with the clipper all the way open, and that's like a 1/2 inch section. So about the same size as the other sections on the sides. We just wanna make sure we don't take this too high. He likes the shape that he has right now. That's why he didn't wanna cut any off the top. So just gonna be real careful. I'm actually gonna start to fade down after this section. So I'll come in right now with the 2 guard. You see I'm flicking out into the curl. Then we'll come in with the 1.5, and then we'll work our 1 section last. So now we'll come in with the open 1, and again, just treat it like we would normally. We did our open section, now this is the open 1. Then we will come in with it closed and start to clean up that last line that's left. And you guys can see he has kind of a tricky neck. Lots of dark spots. You can see it's raised in the middle. It's just gonna make it difficult. So a lot of corner of the blade. You guys just wanna be real careful and just let it come together. Don't force it. You're not gonna get it to come together in just one stroke of the clipper. You just wanna take your time and keep working the guards in the spot that you know you're supposed to be in, and it'll come together.
Purchase your tracks today.
There's my man Cuts by Coast back in the background right there, messing with his new camera. If you guys haven't seen his channel, he just got a brand new camera. His quality is way up, so go check him out. That's Cuts by Coast, one of my homies in my shop. He's putting out some nice content for you guys. So we're gonna do this front edge up. You guys see I'm gonna use my comb to hold the long hair out of the way and brush the short hairs down. And then we'll just go in with our Gamma Absolute hitters, and we're gonna work that line from the middle out to each side, making it as straight as possible. We already did our vertical bars, so all we have to do is work that front hairline across to each side, and then we'll move on and do some color enhancement. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add some color enhancement. This is the Beam Team XL. This is the Tomb45 No Drip. the black brown. You guys can see he's got a little bit of brown in his hair, so we're gonna use the black brown. And this is my enhancement card. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it is just a stencil for you to hit all the different angles when you're spraying color enhancement. So if you guys haven't seen those yet, check out Seancutshair.com. I got different bundles on there, and I also have some merch on there. So if you guys haven't copped any merch, definitely go check it out. This is the last, where we're just going in, we're spraying the color enhancement on the card and letting the excess get on his hairline. So I'm just gonna work from one side to the other, and we will just fill in where he has a little bit of light spots so this hairline looks nice and dark and consistent. So you can see we'll use the straight edge for the horizontal line. When we get to the corner, we can use really any of those corners that we want. You can see right there, we'll use that piece. Then when we wanna box the C cup, we'll go ahead and put the inverted 90 up into the C cup. And then we have the curve as well to do the actual curve of the C cup. So that's why this card's so good. It's gonna work for all your angles. You can see right there, we're gonna box the corner, and now we'll turn it on its curve and get the C cup. So if you guys aren't using one, definitely need to check it out. For those of you who have one, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go in now with the triple cartridge razor from Tomb45. You guys know I use it all the way exposed, and we're just gonna give the finishing touches. I'm gonna go in and get this line nice and sharp, and you guys can check out the end result.
Purchase your tracks today.
Alright guys, there's the before. You can see nice and grown out. Definitely needed him a cut. Haven't put him on the channel for a while. And there's the finished product. Hope you guys like it. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping 3 videos a week always. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you next time.